I'm your host, More Than Most, and today I'm excited to talk about the new legendary in SolForge Fusion. Along with this new legendary is a new hat, because we're not just going to go over what we're talking about, what we see here. We're going to go over what we think we'll see in the future. And so I introduce the tinfoil hat. So today we're going to be wearing the tinfoil hat for the first time, and I promise you it is not the last time that we're going to see this tinfoil hat. So let's jump on in. A new legendary monster. A legendary creature emerges with over 100 distinct artistic and mechanical twists. We'll see a bunch of these different arts cycling through on the right, and on the left, let's look at the example card we have. Fraud's Experiment number 1943. It's an abomination, and it reads, activate. Move the opposing creature up to one lane, and another line of text that says, if this deals damage to an enemy player, this deals 3 additional damage. I've looked at all the different art that has been cycling through, and I've noticed there are 4 different body parts that can change. The right arm, the left arm, the torso, and the legs. The right arm and left arm don't have to be the same. We can see right now we have 2 tentacle arms. Here we have 2 regular arms, and then we'll see we have a mix of like a crab arm and a tentacle arm. And I'm noticing there are 3 options that I've seen for the arms. There's tentacle, normal, and crab, or maybe a lobster. I can't quite tell. One of the arms looks very lobster-like, and then this arm looks more crab-like. You'll see the other one has like a longer thing. We don't need to get into what crustacean arm it is, but we know there's tentacle, crustacean arm, and regular arm. As far as the torso goes, we have wings, and then we'll also see sometimes it has a crystal on its chest, like this. So the torso can be regular, crystal, or winged. And then as far as legs goes, most of these arts have a regular leg. And we'll see one of these arts has what looks kind of like a spider leg, or maybe it's more of a crab leg. Maybe they all have this theme together. Here we go. It's more spider leggy. And in the card art on the left, we see that there's like a snake leg. So we see 3 options for the legs. If we count just those effects, those 3 arm parts where each arm can be independent from each other, the 3 torso parts, and the 3 leg parts, we get 3 to the power of 4 different bodies, shapes that you can have. That's only 81. That is not over 100. So there's gotta be more different parts that we haven't seen yet. So I'm excited to see what other hidden things we have. They're just teasing things out. But now let's really get to the tinfoil hat part. Let's talk about how do these bodies affect the mechanical twists. We have 4 distinct body parts that can change, and we have 2 lines of text. So how can we come up with an idea that makes these 4 body parts end up with 2 lines of text? We're going to start with the first line of text. Activate. Move the opposing creature up to one lane. My theory is 2 of the body parts are going to control the top line text. One of the body parts dictates, is this going to be an activate? Is this going to be a deploy? Is it going to be caused on destruction, right? The timing or the triggering of the effect. And then we're also going to have another body part controlling what does that effect do. So we have the trigger and the actual effect. And if we look on the next line, it says, if this deals damage to an enemy player, this deals 3 additional damage. So the dealing damage to an enemy player is another type of trigger, and the this deals 3 additional damage is another type of effect. I can see other kinds of effects happening, triggering off, damaging your opponent. Maybe you upgrade a card in your discard pile that aligns with what Necrium wants to do. Maybe it's dealing some damage to a creature. There's different effects I can think of. But again, we're going to have something that changes what the trigger is and something that changes what the effect is. So maybe there's a text that says slay, and now it gives an effect. That's another way of changing what the trigger is that can mix and match with different effects. So we've got 4 different bodies, 2 lines of text, where each line of text is broken up into 2 bits: the trigger and the effect for the top line, and the trigger and the effect for the bottom line. We know, because we mathed it out, 81 is less than 100, so there needs to be more possible body parts here. Who knows? Maybe the chest, the torso that I'm talking about, that crystal, is a different body part than the back. Maybe the wings could be a different thing. Although, if we have more body parts that change than just the arm, torso, legs, the math for splitting the 2 lines of text into trigger, effect doesn't quite line up. So my theory is that there's more different body parts that the arm, leg, torso, and other arm can be. That's what I have for tinfoil hat time. I'm excited to see what more comes with SolForge Fusion. I'm excited to see how close I am on this idea. Thank you for watching, and Forge on.